Good morning, tubers. Joe, Mr. Faust, coming at you again with another video. Today, I had to put up this something on windows for privacy, and we've picked up this Artscape from Home Depot. It's a film that you put on the windows for privacy and maybe not to let so much light in. The sun comes in directly in the morning. This is what it looks like. Okay, so this is the story. I was taking a shower one night and went to the 7-Eleven, which is next door, for my coffee. And the girl says to me, as I'm checking out, she says, "Oh, you shaved without a mirror." So I'm like, what the heck? What kind of question is that to ask your customer? So I'm thinking, oh, she must have been in the back smoking a cigarette and she seen me showering in the window. So we were like, we got to do something about this. So we picked up this film from Home Depot. It's called Artscapes. Artscapes. It's pretty good stuff. It's easy to install. Just have to make sure you cut it right, as in any project. So what I did was, I got my measurements. My measurements are here, 22 3/8 high and 16 7/8 wide. You got to make sure you cut it the same way. I already poked and installed one, so I got to make sure I put it up the same way. In other words, this is width and this is depth. So we're going to measure 16 7/8 wide. Got my handy dandy Sharpie. And what I did was I took an old piece of plywood from the garage and a piece of trim. And that's what I'm using for my cutting board. So I'm going to take and measure. And I already cut from this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my factory edge here. So I'm going to cut on the same side of the paper. So I'm going to go 16 7/8, make sure it's flat. 16 7/8. And 16 7/8. That's wide now. Okay, so we got that marked, and then we got 22 3/8 tall. We're going to go 22 3/8. And we're coming over here. Two 3/8. Okay, now I'm going to take my piece of trim that I have. Alright. I'm going to stick it on the edge here. So I put my lines. Now when you make these cuts, you want to make them a 1/16 of an inch shorter than what it actually has to be. So that's what I've done. Now when I make these cuts, I always measure at least twice, maybe 3 times. So that's 16 7/8. And 7/8. So the rule is measure 2 times and make 1 cut. I usually try and measure at least 2 times, maybe 3, and then cut. That way there, know that it's right. So I got my knife. I'm going to make my cut. Like I said, sometimes I measure 3 times. I think the board moved. So we're still good. I'm going to cut this. Ran out of board. Alright, then we're going to cut the height. Across here. Stick this on my line. And again, I'm going to measure twice. This is 22 3/8. That's 22 1/4. So that's wrong. So I got it wrong. Bring it down. 3/8. And make sure this one's 3/8. Now this is in the bathroom, so everybody's going to see it. So you want to make sure it's proper. Make the right cuts here. Okay, so that's it. So now we're going to cut. Now we got our piece. Alright, now if you'll accompany me into the bathroom as we go on a short walk here. Show you where we're at. Okay, this is where we're at. You can see we got one on already. Okay, so I have to do the other one. Alright, so I'm going to set you up here so you can see everything. Alright, can everybody see? Good. Now, I tell you, the sun is shining right in this window, so I hope this turns out right. So what I did was, it tells you, take your soapy water, so I just took some Dawn and dropped it in here. Okay, and I already washed the window and scraped it and everything, made sure there was no debris on it. Alright, you're going to soak this with soapy water. And then they tell you to put a rag on it so it catches all this water that comes off. Okay, and you're going to need a spongy right here. Okay, and this is what gets all your water out from under it. And then that soapy water attaches to the adhesive on here and seals it. And what I try to do is this is going to be a little difficult to get off. The other one had an extra piece that helped you get it off easier, but I cut that off. So it's not too bad. You just kind of fold the thing over the corner and then you bring it back, and usually you can get it apart. Okay? And usually what I try to do is I only take the one side off. Okay, take the one side off like this. And then you're going to stick that side up on the window right in place. Okay, to there, to there. And then you're going to roll the rest of it off. And push it up. Push it on with your hands the best you can. Then you take your squeegee and you're going to go from the middle on each side. Okay? Make sure you got it centered here so the whole thing. And this window has like a little ledge So you may just have to push it up in there. Push your edges up in there because there is that little ledge. Okay? So then you take your squeegee, all right, then you're going to go from the center and you're going to push all the water out from underneath of it. You want to get all the air bubbles out of it. You can watch the air bubbles coming out of it. And watch the water being pushed over. Okay, you're pushing all that soapy water out. Alright, so basically I got all the soapy water out. I usually take my knife and make sure it's out of the ends, because you want your ends to stick real good. So that's usually where it comes off, starts coming off. Squeegee it again. Alright, so as you can see I already did this one. Alright, now when I get done with the squeegeeing, I usually take the rag and I just rub over it to make sure I got all the excess out. See, as you can see, this up here. Giving me a tough time because of that little ledge. Just make sure all your air bubbles are out, because that's going to stop that from sealing. Okay, so then you're going to, I go over it with the rag just to make sure everything's out. Wipe over it, get any excess dirt you might have gotten on it. Go over it again with the squeegee if you feel better. Okay, so this was Artscapes from Home Depot. This came from, I think it was I really don't know what section it was, but if you ask in the store, they'll tell you where you can find it. It's called Artscapes. It's a film for windows for privacy, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. Okay, we'll look at it tonight under the light, but I'm sure it'll look good from the inside also. This was started by non-privacy. I wanted privacy, so I went and bought this Artscape and got it. Guys, thanks for coming, watching my video. I hope this helps you. I know a lot of people use this film. It's not really that hard to put up, and it looks pretty good. Like and subscribe, guys. Share my video. I need subscribers. I love the numbers. I love looking at them and seeing them. So, if you like this video, subscribe and share. This is Mr. Faust, Joe, saying bye.